Welcome, Witches and Wizards. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of our Love Manifestation series. We're going to be dealing with 4 tools: vision boards, rituals, affirmations, and shadow work. These are 4 of the, in my eyes, the most user-friendly and beneficial tools you can be using, especially towards love and manifesting your desired reality. Now, I will preference this before we get on into using these tools. Please watch 1 and 2 first before you start manifesting love in a physical sense. Now, if you already feel like you love yourself, if you already feel like you have quite a strong concept of self and know who you are and know that love exists around you, by all means, you've jumped in where it says the actions you need to take to manifest love, and credit to you. I like your self-confidence and I trust that you are ready. But as we go through what we're going to go through today, if you start doubting yourself, if you say this isn't going to work for me, or I only ever find people that are using me for either my money or my body, or if any of these limiting beliefs start coming up, the only advice I can give you is go back and set the foundation properly. Love yourself truly, because what that means is you'll trust yourself to deal with these obstacles as they come up. But we'll get straight on into this. So, we are all at a place where we love ourselves, or are at least aware that we are trying to work on loving ourselves. And I'm going to start with the affirmations and the vision boards. That's basically the whole concept of today. This will allow you to become loved in the moment, and will allow you to the universe to start giving it back to you. And so the first one is I am. Here we go. And we'll keep it simple. I am loved. We'll make these affirmations up as we go along, because it has to be specific to you. You have to make sure this is personalized. There is no way you take my exact vision board and materialize your life if you haven't seen it as something you desire. Or let me rephrase that. If you look at my vision board and go, that's perfect, let me copy it, you don't know what you enjoy in life. Unless you're just my double. But for 99% of you, 99.99% of you, it's going to be personal to you. So, I am loved. Now, in terms of the first picture, I've got a bear, a baby bear on its mother's back. Now, ideally, you don't need this photo again. If you're personalizing it, and to remind you that you are loved, or that I am loved, get a photo of yourself as a child. Ideally under the age of 13, because they say after 13 you're conscious enough to make your own decisions in a meaningful way. Not in UK law, I guess that's 18, but if we're talking how the monks do it, how back in the day, the earliest studies say that you're fully conscious at the age of 13. And so pick one younger than that. You can pick it from when you were a baby, if it's your mother or father holding you in their arms as a baby. All of these kind of photos work, but it gives you something to love. Because if you can, in this moment, say that you love that version of yourself, then that version was loved. And therefore you have a strong basis of love exists. I feel love, especially from myself. And this will only amplify the love that then can be given to you externally. Right. If you are sure of yourself, though, if you already love yourself, then the other way of using I am loved is I am connected to all. And this is extremely powerful from my point of view. This is how I use I am loved. And it's the idea that we are all connected. We are all from source. We are all connected to source, and therefore you are only a different perspective of source or universal or godlike energy. And so I would never go out of my way to hurt someone. I would never go out of my way to annoy or anger someone, because I'd realize the only person I'm doing that is to myself. Which means it is in my best judgment to love unconditionally to all, including myself. So again, pick your own images that represent that idea to you. Then moving forward, we have I feel. And again, we'll stick with loved. These will change. They're not just I love. But I feel loved. This is also extremely important. So again, this is still working. Like, this should come very easily if you've done the work on the first two videos. But I feel loved is the external world. The proof that love exists around you, not just from yourself. And so the photo I found, all of these photos that I've got for you today, I found on Pinterest. But again, ideally, if we're personalizing it, it's physical people. So this may be your mother, your father, your siblings, your family members, your best friends. Because the other thing is, you've got to remember, every one of us has a different perspective. Some of you may be here because you've never experienced love. Some of you may be here because you've just fallen out of love and you want to realize it exists again and find new love. Some of you may be in a relationship, but you just feel like the love has been lost. And we're almost like zombies playing through our lives. Whatever the reason is, try to find something external from you that allows you to feel loved within. So pick that person. And again, for those of you that are saying there's no one that loves me, maybe there's a pet. Maybe there's a plant. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you have access to now, and then these will become your rule-based system as a reminder of the love that you already hold within yourself. So that you can look at this every morning, whether it's on your phone or on your computer, and go, oh yeah, I love you, speaking to the younger version of yourself. I am loved, looking at the people that I know in my life love me. Animals or whatever you find you're attracted to. Moving on, we have I do. And so for my board, I would do something along the lines of, I do help others. And so the obvious one, the one that probably a lot of you are going to agree with, or have seen me do, is tarot, dice casting. My ability to divine is my greatest gift. Again, the reason we are putting this down on your vision board is a reminder of what you have to offer the world. The other thing that I've written down, because I am married, I've got a family, is a strong burly man who looks like he's either building a fence or a shed. Because when me and my wife first started dating, the first time she said something that was, I guess, provocative, like she said I looked sexy doing it, was me hoovering topless. And it caught me off guard that I didn't think that would be the thing that she found sexy about me. But it's something that I've grown to love doing myself, because I am quite a strong man. I can do anything around the house my wife wants me to. And therefore, if you realize what you have to offer in a relationship, you then have the confidence to put yourself in a relationship, because you're not worrying about, am I enough? So I do help others is proof of your value. Also, if you want to know where I'm getting these affirmations from, the I am, the I feel, I do, they're all based on a chakra. So I am is your base chakra, located at the base of your spine. This is you feeling secure within yourself. Your I feel is your sacral, which is underneath your stomach, and also your sexual organs. So this is creativity and love, or I should say lust, which is why it's really important that you are able to feel love in the present moment. I do is solar plexus, underneath the heart, and this is your willpower, your motivation. So this is what will motivate you. Moving on, we have I love. Myself. So, I love myself. What is it you do for you? So for me, I've got, you probably can't see that photo. This is like beautifully covered in, like this covers gaming, this covers D&D. Maybe you're not a gamer and you want to take yourself out for a spa day. You want to relax at the beach or the ocean, or if you're a girl, you may want to do your nails. Maybe if you're a man, you want to do your nails. Whatever it is. What is it you do for yourself that is a act of love? And what you've got to realize is even something as simple as sitting here now, we're over 10 minutes into the video. That's over 10 minutes you've given to yourself. And don't feel bad about this. Be grateful. Even if you feel like it is selfish, it's time that you deserve to have, where you truly love yourself, where you truly give yourself what you are owed. And again, it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you may just like reading books. Some of you may like cleaning the house, whatever it is. But whatever brings you joy that you do in a, I say selfish way, don't feel like it's selfish, but if that's how you need to think about it so that you start doing things that you love, then so be it. So I love myself. Don't forget that. Then we have I speak. And let's go with I speak the truth. Because then whatever you speak into existence becomes your reality. And so what I've got written down here, or the photo I managed to pull up, is someone's vows. You can't read them on the screen here, but it's the idea of if you're in a relationship already, but you don't know how to get to that next level where you're proposing, well, how about you write the vows? If you aren't in a relationship, how about you write a letter from your potential boyfriend or girlfriend in the future about how much they appreciate you and admire you. If you're still at the early stages of loving yourself, write a letter and speak that letter into existence, telling yourself how you feel towards your younger self, letting them know what you wish they knew at that age, but that you can now tell them now. So I speak my truth. Now, this one's a juicy one. I see. Should we do I see my future? Or my desired reality? I see my desired reality. Well, it's not just your desired reality. I see my reality now. Let's be more meaningful with our words. And so this, again, depending on you. So I've got two photos here that I've pulled up. You may be able to guess which one I am. Some of you may be this. The more posh family, the more urban family. I can see myself being more this. So this is what I mean by make it personal. Make sure it makes sense to you. Also, I've pulled up like the dream house, the lake, the bridge. This house is ridiculous. But you know what? That is my dream setting. I would love that house. A bridge that heads into water. I'm assuming this is AI. But I would still love to live there in terms of the concept. Now, so being more realistic, I've got a photo here of a puppy. Now, in my life, I've already got my wife. I've already got one child and another one on the way. And we've always said we're going to have 3 children, have our dream house, and then we want a sausage dog. Add the sausage dog, add the love. Like we were saying that sometimes I feel loved, and it can be your pets as well. Like, anything that is a desire of yours, anything you wish to see in this world, make sure you put it here in the IC. Finally, we've got, because this is my world. For some of you that aren't in a relationship and you're not worried about children and family, well, here I've got a cute little date. What's your idea of a first date? So this for me would be a picnic under the stars. But it can be absolutely anything. What do you see yourself doing with your future soulmate? What is it? How do you see you and your future partner living? What is it that you can see now in your mind's eye that then can become your reality? Because by imagining it now, you're living it. Okay. Next one, we're tapping into, so we've already dealt with 2 tools. Tool number 1 is the vision board. Tool number 2 is affirmations. Tool number 3 is rituals. Probably not the best photo for this, but this is a woman playing with her crystals. You can do anything that is a ritual that you believe in or trust. And if you're not spiritual in that way and you don't want to do spells or anything along that line, you can do something that's more disciplined, like taking cold showers every morning, doing some form of exercise, eating healthier. Whatever allows you to feel more disciplined in your daily life will still help this, because it means you're taking action towards your desired reality. But I know I control, well, it could be something as simple, I was going to say, like I create my destiny, but it could be something as simple as I know everything happens for a reason. That is very long. And again, play around with the affirmations, see what works for you. But the concept behind this one is I want you to start doing a ritual that you do either daily or weekly that will set you up, that will put you in a positive mindset. So something that I do, at the moment, I do it probably 5 or 6 times a week. In the morning, I'll light a candle and I'll write my affirmation or write one of the gods that I've created on that candle to set the intention. And so looking at this, you're gonna have 9 affirmations by the end of this. And you can write anyone that you feel like you need that day, whether I am loved, I feel loved, I want to help someone today, I'm going to see my reality today, I'm going to speak my truth. Whatever it is, you just write that on the candle and burn it. You can light an incense every morning, if you prefer the smoke and not the flame, and write your affirmation on a bit of paper underneath it, or on like the board that you're lighting the incense on. You can also, if you're very into spiritual practices and like spells, you can burn rose petals for love. You can write your affirmations down on bay leaves and burn them. But again, I don't want it to be too complicated, because I want it to be something you can do daily. And I can actually show you some. So the candles that I burn are like this. So I can very easily write, I'll show you. So something as simple as that. You can't see it. if I had a highlighter, because I do this all the time, but I usually write these at work. So yeah, if you get a highlighter, or again, oils or anything like a Sharpie or something, you can scratch over that. You can't see it, but you can really quickly get into a state where you've set your intention for the day, and that will take you throughout the day and tomorrow, and mean that you'll never have a complete bad week because you've started each day off fresh. Next, that's the last chakra one. So we had the heart, the throat, I speak, the third eye, I see, and then finally I know, which is the crown. And I'll just end with this. For I know, there's a big difference between what I believe and what I know. I know I have parents. You don't believe you have parents. I highly doubt you're a clone or something. You have parents. You know you have parents. And so by setting these intentions every day, by lighting the candle or incense or doing some kind of ritual that is a reminder, you change these belief systems from I believe to I know. And it cements that new reality, allows you to hold on to a much more higher frequency throughout your day. So I know is an extremely powerful affirmation. So again, personalize it, see what works for you, see what you believe now, because you may not have what it takes right now for you to be like, I have complete control of my reality. But you may be enough to go, everything happens for a reason, even if I don't know why. And that still gives enough input for the universe to be like, you know what? That we're heading in the right direction. And my reality is becoming something more tangible, more movable to me. So the last two is the last tool I want to tackle today, and that's shadow work. And I'll do these together. We have I accept and I let go. And for the photos, I've got I accept challenges. And so the photo is, it's this really thin bike lane next to the road and a moat, like a lake. And so when it comes to love, and so this is the part where at the beginning I was going, if you don't love yourself, this is where you'll find out. Because if at any point during this you've doubted yourself or the world around you and didn't think it was this easy, then you don't trust yourself. And so the accepting is the easy part. The things that you're unable to let go of, and we'll do this at the same time. So I accept your tests. So this is based towards the universe, and I let go anything that's holding you back. I let go of anything that exes. I let go of not feeling loved. I let go of my old self. You're stronger than that now. You no longer have to be a prisoner of your old reality. But the reason this needs to be on your vision board is it's way too easy to... Oh, sorry, I've moved everything. It's way too easy to be doing really well in terms of how do I put this? Sorry, it's I let go of my old self. Yeah, it's extremely easy to start tapping into these things, and then for your old comfort zone to come around and be like, hey, you know that time that your ex stepped on your heart, and you stopped trusting people again? Yeah, I'm feeling that again. And I'm not ready to let go of that old self yet. Or that test you get from the universe where you're doing really well, you're starting to love yourself, but nothing's moving. Nothing seems to be progressing in your life. And it's that idea that they are the two universal tests that you will get from the universe. Like, realize that the first test will be a direct attack on your worst trait. And so this is also what's important to deal with. It's not letting go of your old self. The important part is to realize what your old self would have done in a situation. So let's say you've been doing this practice, we're 3 weeks in, and you've met someone new. You've arrived at a point where you're ready to experience love again, but then you see a text from someone on their phone, and it almost looks like or the other person is flirting at what you assume is your soulmate. And your old self would have exploded. Your old self would have gone, I knew you didn't love me. I knew that you were just playing with me. This is the test. And if you failed this test, welcome to another 6 months of, well, I've got to sit through this shit again. Because you're not ready to move on. And the reason we fail these tests is because you know what to do, or let me rephrase that, your old version knows how to deal with that situation in your own mind. Because it goes, they're talking to someone that isn't me, they don't love me, I need to protect myself, I need to find my comfort zone. And you run, or you attack them. Either way, you've failed that test. You've proven to the world that you're not ready for more meaningful love. Now, the way to transmute that, and again, the reason this is on here is now that you've got a new rule that says I'm letting go of my old self, the next time, so if your negative attribute is jealousy, the next time that jealousy arises, instead of going, someone's talking to you, you must be against me, go, I trust you completely. And because I trust you, it doesn't matter what the other person's intentions are. It doesn't matter how they're replying. And if it still wells up inside you, there's nothing wrong with seeing these emotions. It's just how you react to them. It's, can you hold a positive state of being even though you are dealing with a difficult situation? Because if you can, all of a sudden, you're going, well, someone's flirting with my partner. And instead of going over there and kissing them on the cheek going, what do you think you're doing? To the other person talking to them, you can leave them alone. You can allow them to enjoy their conversation. And when they come back, you can be like, did you have a great conversation? And when they turn around and go, oh, I'm sorry, did that offend you? Or do you not want me to do that in the future? Because you'll be calm and collected. You go, why would I be annoyed when other people are flirting with you? Because all that proves is that I've chosen the right person. And I trust you enough to always choose me over others. And the other part of that is, if it doesn't work out, I trust myself enough to catch myself so I don't fall. this is the hardest part. This, you need to do the work. You need to first of all find out what your flaws are, how have you reacted in the past. And then when those attributes come up again, when it feels like the rug could be pulled under you at any moment, you have to try to remain calm and relaxed and go back to your rule-based system. How do I want to deal with this issue? And then deal with it in a calm and collective way. A way that you are proud. Because at the end of the day, if you turn around to yourself and go, you know what, I am a very strong and independent person. I am going to stand up if someone's in my way or talking to my partner. As long as you are not beating yourself up afterwards, as long as you feel like it's come from your higher self, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, we've only given the example of jealousy, but some of you may be the type of people to run away the moment something gets difficult. And so your shit tests are going to be completely different. Where you're going to have a heated debate, maybe it's your partner that's the hot-headed one, and you're just there going, well, I want to curl up in a ball, go to your computer, go curl up in your bed, and you'll stay calm and you'll go, look, I'm going to listen to what they have to say. I'm going to try and understand their point of view. And then I'm sure in myself that I'll be able to deal with the outcome after that. And you're going to get it wrong from time to time. This is what they mean by love isn't always easy. You get it wrong. But unconditional love means that even when you're getting things wrong, you can still love them. The universe hasn't for one moment looked at you, seen any mistake that you've made and gone, well, you're never going to recover from that. It's not the case. It's seen every beautiful moment. It's seen every mistake. And it goes, well, I've got your back for the next time you're in that situation. Hopefully together we can overcome it and it won't be a problem again. So, they are the tools for manifesting love. By all means, watch this again. So I'm using Canvas or Canva. You can also use Adobe or any software that you've got. You can do this on a Word document and just upload photos. It just might look a little bit weird if you can't move the photos around. You can also do this on your phone. I think I've done it once on TikTok or I think you can do it on Instagram as well, where you can take a photo of anything, like a wall that's just a blank background, and then add photos to the image. And then you can make it so it's perfectly fits your computer background. And you can have all 9 photos on there. You may not be able to fit 9 affirmations on a phone if you're using a phone screen, but if you're doing it on a computer background, you may have spaces. So I've got more than 9 photos here. So depending on your desired reality, have as many photos as you need that help you understand where you want to be and what you want to overcome. But just to summarize, love yourself through affirmations. Have a clear idea visually of where you want to be in the future in terms of your love. Use daily or weekly rituals that enhance and force you to stick to the rules of your vision board. And then finally, accept that we all are flawed the same way that we all have beauty inside of us. So hold on to your traits, make sure you are focusing on those, and just be aware that you're gonna get tested. Your old negative self, the reason you're here most likely, is gonna come back up. And you can now pass those tests. You can handle any situation as it comes up. And just because it's happened in the past doesn't mean that has to be the remainder of your future. So I hope that helps. If you did enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. This is video 3 of a 6-part series on manifesting love. We've set the foundation. We've now built the castle on a strong foundation. Now we get to reap our reward. So from now on, I'm no longer going to be speaking about the negatives. I'm going to drop all negatives like they don't exist. So you're not going to hear me talking about your suffering and things like that, because they're no more. We're now tapping into a universe where you don't need to be a slave or a prisoner of your old reality. If I've missed anything, or if you've got any questions, please write your questions down below and I will get to all of them. But from me, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover today. Stay kind. Stay cute. Stay curious, my friends. And I'll see you all very soon.